Hollywood's golden era was built on romance, adventure, and unspoken rivalries. Robert Taylor and Clark Gable stood at its pinnacle, MGM's most reliable stars, two men whose images were so intertwined that they literally carried each other's caskets to the chapel. Yet, during the darkest days of World War II, an incident cracked the surface of their friendship so deeply that Taylor later confessed it nearly shattered his respect for the man everybody called the King. For decades, this story lay hidden, too explosive, too damaging to Gable's myth. Tonight, we unravel what really happened that changed everything people thought they knew. Robert Taylor was not born Robert Taylor. In a windswept Nebraska farmhouse on August 5, 1911, Spangler Arlington Brew entered the world amid prairie crops and strangers who mispronounced his name at every turn. His father, an earnest farmer-turned-osteopath named Spangler Andrew Brew, honored a family tradition with that German-sounding moniker, only to watch it become a curse as anti-German sentiment soared during World War I. Classmates mocked him. Teachers stumbled over Spangler. At home, his mother's pride collided with the cruelty of small-town gossip. Yet in that isolation, a young Spangler discovered music and a fierce determination to prove himself. Beatrice High School, he mastered the oboe under Professor Herbert E. Gray and dazzled audiences on KMMJ radio. Simultaneously, he broke athletic records in track and field, proving his gifts lay both in melody and muscle. Gray believed he belonged on a grand concert stage, and for a time Spangler planned to pursue medicine like his father. But when Gray accepted a post at Pomona College in California, his protege followed, seeing it as a temporary detour. Little did he know that his life was about to change forever. In 1932, a scouting eye from MGM caught him in a campus production of Journey's End. That same week, Brew signed a contract for $35 a week. Within months, MGM executives removed Spangler Arlington Brew from the marquee, baptizing him Robert Taylor, as if to strip away every awkward vowel and consonant that tied him to Nebraska. He lost a name, but he gained something more powerful, a screen presence irresistible to audiences. Yet Hollywood's idea of Taylor was almost too flawless, so perfect in fact that male viewers mocked him as too pretty, and whispers about his off-screen life began to swirl. Studios work fast. MGM cast him alongside Greta Garbo in Camille, 1936, and suddenly the world saw there was more to Taylor than chiseled features. Critics acclaimed his Armand as rich with emotional depth, and the film's $3 million haul cemented his status. Shortly after, at the behest of studio boss Louis B. Mayer, Taylor married Barbara Stanwyck in a midnight ceremony designed less for love than for image management. She was a self-made actress 12 years his senior. He was the handsome ingenue in desperate need of a respectable romance. The marriage quieted rumors, until Taylor's numerous affairs proved that no contract could manufacture true loyalty. 1941 brought Johnny Eager, Lana Turner, and a scandal that shook his household, Barbara's near-suicide when she discovered his obsession. Then in 1950, on location in Rome, he paraded a relationship with Italian extra Lea De Leo, prompting Barbara to demand a divorce she assumed he'd fight. Instead, Taylor surrendered without a struggle, using his betrayals as tools to force her hand. She walked away with 15% of his earnings, a testament to how far studios and spouses alike would go to protect their brands. Amid personal storms, Taylor made a choice few stars could claim. In February 1943, at age 32, he enlisted in the Navy Air Reserve under his birth name. He might have been too old for combat, but he refused every studio-sanctioned loophole. Instead of selling bonds or selling out, he became a flight instructor, starring in 17 training films that taught recruits everything from takeoff procedures to aerial combat tactics. His narration on The Fighting Lady, 1944, earned praise even from the New York Times, proving that the man MGM once tailored like a suit could handle real danger, though still stateside. Pause for a moment. Have you ever wondered what it takes to redefine your own legend even when everyone expects you to play a part? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'm curious to know what you think. When Barbara Stanwyck filed for divorce in February 1951, Taylor's public image took another hit. Free at last, he starred in Westward the Women, 1951, a rugged western that roared to life with tales of 150 pioneer women crossing the plains. The film's nearly $4 million return showed he could anchor roles far removed from romantic size. Soon after came Quo Vadis, MGM's costliest production to date. Taylor's Marcus Vinicius was a box office triumph, hauling in more than $11 million worldwide and rescuing the studio from financial peril. Yet his long-standing contract finally expired in 1958, ending a 25-year union no other actor would ever match. Unshackled, he founded Robert Taylor Productions, but the golden roles were gone. Fortunately, television beckoned. In 1959, he stunned peers by headlining The Detectives, a gritty crime drama that ran for 97 episodes and helped launch writers like Gene Roddenberry. Then in 1966, Ronald Reagan, Taylor's longtime friend, handed him the reins of Death Valley Days, merging Hollywood storytelling with a politician's gravitas. Their bond endured until Reagan would later eulogize Taylor in 1969. Behind the cameras, though, Taylor was losing a more personal battle. A lifetime of 3-pack-a-day smoking caught up with him. In spring 1968, breathless and fatigued, he learned the brutal truth: lung cancer. After cobalt radiation and the removal of a lung, he never stopped working. Between treatments, he filmed episodes of Death Valley Days with the same quiet dignity he'd brought to every set. Then tragedy struck twice in a matter of weeks. On May 26, 1969, Michael Thess, his stepson from wife Ursula's first marriage, died of a drug overdose. 2 weeks later, on June 8, Robert Taylor himself succumbed to cancer at age 57. His funeral brought Hollywood luminaries, Spencer Tracy, James Stewart, and in a poignant echo, Reagan delivered a eulogy that left audiences weeping. Taylor's final duty to his friend Clark Gable came years earlier, when he was chosen to bear Gable's casket on November 19, 1960. In that moment, the man who had once doubted the king showed the world that respect outlived any single insult. Robert Taylor's journey, from a bullied boy named Spangler to the screen's flawless leading man, was carved by reinvention, loyalty, scandal, and service. He chased roles that proved he was more than a handsome face, volunteered for real danger when Hollywood asked for parades, and embraced television when others scorned it. In the end, his greatest legacy was a mirror to his own insecurities, and the courage to face them. When he died, an era died with him, the age of the studio contract player when a name could make or break you and loyalty was the rarest currency of all.